Knowing how to play Stu is very important, and if in your ranked games you hesitate to pick him because you say, Stu is too skilled, I don't want to mess things up, don't worry, because today we're going to fix this skill issue. First thing first, you need to know the build, and to be honest, Stu doesn't have a single possible build. I usually prefer the second gadget and second star power, and this is because Stu is mostly played in closed maps, since he counters throwers, but we'll get to that later. You can also play him in open maps though, but you're going to suffer more there because Stu get usually ranged. For the gears, I like the shield because Stu doesn't have much HP, and the gadget cooldown reducer because if you use the first gadget, you have to wait 20 seconds before using it again, which is a lot. Okay, so in which game modes should you play him? I personally play him a lot in Bravo, Jump Grab, but he's very good in Odds On as well. Bounty, Knockout and Heist are the ones I play him the least. But remember that the game mode is not everything, the map is also crucial. You only want to play closed maps where you can find better matchups. And talking about matchups guys, I want to give you a full tier list of the best matchups Stu can possibly have. At the top you can see the best matchups, while at the bottom there are the hard counters. Feel free to pause if you need to. If you're still insecure about how to choose your lane, here I have for you 3 different real game examples. In this matchup, for example, you have to avoid the B. You can go against the Surge, but Tick is the best choice. In this matchup, for example, you have to go on the Dynamite. Maze can go on the Jackie and Primo can go on the Frank. This, for example, is a very good matchup, as you counter all the 3 brawlers. But the best choice for you here is Edgar. Here, since the Stu counters both of your teammates, you have to go against him so that your teammates can handle better their lane. Now it's time for general advice. The reason why Stu is so hard to counter is because of his flexibility. You see, when Stu has super, he cannot play also the counters if played correctly. Stu can get countered only if outranged or with HP. This is why tanks counter Stu. Stu doesn't have much DPS, so it's hard for him to take down a Frank, for example. But brawlers like Manny or Nani also counter him because they outrange him, and in open maps, there's just no game. Against tanks though, you can prevail, because even though they have a lot of HP, they are outranged, and if your teammates help you, you can get easily the tanks killed. You can also run away from tanks by chaining your super. For example, I put BB in the C tier, so in the slide counters, because by healing up with her gadget, it's very hard to take her down. It's true though that if the map is open, she can't really do anything. This is the reason why I really like the second gadget. Now with the gadget rework, you can open up the map very quickly and get a huge advantage. Now talking about skills, I would say that the most useful skill with Stu is super chaining, which comprehends double dashes and super instant reloads. Stu after all is not that complicated. You only need coordination with your hands and dash at the right moment and shoot at the right moment. But to me the most important thing is to know how to move in the map. You see, many people don't have a clear understanding of what to do in a game, and that's the reason why they always look at KD at the end of the game to understand if they played well or not. But this is a huge mistake. Stats at the end of the game are relative. They say surely something, but when you're deciding if you or one of your teammates played well or not, please don't rely on that. Think about how you moved in the map. Did you do something useful to win the game, or just killed as many opponents as possible? That is the question you have to answer at the end of each one of your games. Another very important tip is to almost always use auto aim when supering, because Stu, when he uses his super, he goes in the direction he's moving, so don't waste time and accuracy with your dashes by aiming the super. Remember that your dash is always a dash, and you can also use it to dodge projectiles. This works pretty well with brawlers like Rico, Cold, B, Jesse, Brock, and marksman in general.
And as always, thanks for watching.